Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Become a God. For this episode, I'm going to be taking a look at a player from the Khalim Open. LightSapfier's played a very interesting lineup. I was very impressed with the bravery of some of the choices from LightSapfier's, and his overall lineup was really cool and really exciting. So I was pretty hyped for it, and I decided to pick one of the decks that was featured. And I had a few choices. You know, every deck was quite unique in its own way, but I ultimately decided to go with the red-blue Angry Rush because I really like the angry archetype. I also feel that it has potential with the right card support to become viable. Maybe not so much as a rush deck, maybe more as a mid-range deck, but we've seen this deck before. Uses Tail of the Old Turtle, Firebringers, Hate Seeds, Prophet of Tides. You know, all these high attack, low life creatures, get a lot of value on your Hate Seeds and your Firebringers and just overwhelm your opponent. And that's what the deck's true goal is. It's just to outvalue your opponent with creatures. Doesn't pack a lot of removal, only has those 3 Bomb Slingers, but it does gear up towards the other win conditions in the deck. But yeah, this is played as a rush deck, and LightSapfier's has said in his guide that you want to start off with that Prophet of Tides or the Fire Elemental to get that land acceleration going. So let's get into some matches and see how this deck performs. Alright guys, into our first match, going against Jyori. It wouldn't be surprising if this match was being streamed live on Twitch right now over on Jyori's channel. But we get the good stuff. We get that Prophet of Tide to start things off. We can get in there, start causing trouble. This hand's actually really good. I have a turn to play. Move my Prophet up here. I could even just slap a commander in this region to start collecting. And then I can play the Pest on the follow-up. I can go Mountain Pest. So yeah, really, really good opener for me. Let's get up and around here, and we'll get this commander down as well. To use as a defender, but also as a collector as well. I can go here. I can then go there. You know, I have a lot of different things I can do. It's gonna be a green rush. Interesting. That might be a Queen's Guard. Maybe a Queen's Guard. Maybe a Lost Explorer. It's going on a neutral time. Might be even just a Mace Man. Queen's Guard. I thought it would be a Queen's Guard. Queen's Guard's pretty good in Green Rush. It's much like you can Gift of Steel in the red match, in the red decks. In this, you can just use like Elderwood Embrace and stuff like that. So it's pretty solid. Pretty solid card. So I don't want to give land to move on here. I'm going to go this way instead, and then I'm just going to move this over to collect. And I'm probably just going to get the Fire Elemental. I just read Firebringer in that position. I'll use the Fire Elemental to finish off the Queen's Guard. So I am trading, I'll be trading 7 Faeria for 4 Faeria. It's not very good, but we don't have any kind of removal, like those like 1 pieces of removal. I like it. Very, very nice move here. Sacrifices a bit of aggression in some ways. Doesn't get any aggressive lands in these positions, but can still apply pressure from here. And by doing this, I don't collect an additional Faeria. So very, very good line there. And it's going to be a monkey. Eat those wells. Yeah, okay. So monkey coming down. I'll go right here to try and hit here on the follow-up. We will just clear this out. We'll take a mountain in this position, and we'll go for the Shedding Pest. So this actually pushes more. I have 10 damage here. This is lethal in 2 turns between these 2 creatures. My opponent has the monkey. Could use some power-ups. Probably not too afraid of any real removal options. So I think that's a benefit for Jyori in some ways. Jyori can just go, yeah, I'll just power this up and try and race, but may need to consider getting some lands in this position. Just maybe just double neutral across here. if he wants to stop me from collecting, or double neutral, or just forest, or neutral, or you could go neutral to stop me from hitting for 4 damage. You can see now Jyori getting that forest down, just respecting that there's a 2-turn clock here. Oof, Kodama, that's actually pretty bad. There's not a lot I can do about a Kodama, really. Okay, this makes things difficult. Yeah, because the Kodama can outrace me. That's the problem. Can't collect Faeria, but it can outrace me. I can drop the Firebringer. That is an option. Just backpedal. Mountain Firebringer? Actually, I think I play the Commander. And then play the Firebringer. Because this pushes it 1 damage out of reach of the ranged monkey. So there could be a power-up in hand, but at least I can force the power-up. Oh, the land position here was pretty bad for the Firebringer. The Firebringer should probably have come here because I've blocked my Commander from really doing anything. But I can move Commander over here and then use these as double collectors and use get that gas for Tail of the Old Turtle. Because Tail of the Old Turtle draws you cards for 6 Faeria, reduces the cost, but there is a chance you just don't have the Faeria to apply enough pressure. That can happen, unfortunately. Is this a shrine? Yes. Thought it would be a shrine. Just come down in this position into a Queen's Guard. That is big trouble for me. But not too bad, actually. I get to clear the Kodama this turn. And I get to clear this. I can even move this to clear the shrine and gain additional Faeria to open up potential Tail of the Old Turtles. Yeah, let's start. So we're going to clear this. We're going to clear this. Let's start off by cracking this open. This is going to give us 2 Faeria. Put this in an aggressive position. Let's tail the Old Turtle. A beautiful sound. 2-cost Firebringer. Gonna move here so we can gear up towards moving there. Go for +1. Clear you out, gonna clear you out. And then we can just go Darkstalker here in a defensive position. This costs 0 now. So we can drop the Hate Seed. Maybe even just worth dropping a Darkstalker here, just in case a taunt comes down, and maybe Darkstalker plus something will be enough to answer the taunt. Now I am dead to double power up, unfortunately. But there's a chance my opponent is also going to lose next turn with the amount of threats I have built around his board. So I am curious to see what Jyori decides to do here. If there's just, I don't think there's a double power up. If there's a double power up, Jyori probably would play it. Now, if there's a Runin's Guidance in hand, which is a 2 Faeria 2/2 power up, could risk the draw to find another Guidance and then find Lethal. So the draw is taken. Not sure if Jyori does have the Guidance in hand there. So now there's no possibility of Guidance Elderwood without a Runin Shrine. So we might just see a creature come down here as a way to prevent lethal. It's going to be a shrine to come down, okay. 6 Faeria to work with. May consider playing an aggressive threat. I mean, like an aggressive taunt would set up the monkey to finish the game. Deepwood Stalker to finish off. I like that. Finish off the Firebringer. Try and make it as difficult as possible for this monkey to be cleared. I am in a very bad position now, unfortunately. I can push 11, but that's about it. I need to take a draw. That's the biggest flaw with this deck is it doesn't have any damage from hand. You have to work with the damage you have on board. That's all you have to work with. I can hit this. I can move, hit for 11. But unfortunately can't do much else. I really like Outland Ranger in this style of build. It just gives the deck that extra little push. But yeah, that is going to be game to Jyori using the Vine Wall. Yeah, well played to Jyori there. Let Jyori get the final blow with the Demented Monkey. And this is why I've often preferred the deck as a mid-range deck. Because as a rush deck, you don't have any economy cards. You don't have stuff like Khalim's Prayer. Or you don't have the combat creatures to generate Faeria. So what I like about a mid-range style of this deck is controlling the wells, gaining extra Faeria, using stuff like Horsemaster, so your creatures can get around the board and cause problems. Outland Ranger, give your creatures additional power, so you actually gain a combat trick what this deck doesn't have. So there are a few things that I prefer about a mid-range variant, but that was a close game. You know, there was the Vine Wall obviously was made a huge difference. And the fact it was in the deck anyway was pretty crazy. And of course the Shrine as well in this place. So good games there to Jyori. Let's get into our next match. Alright guys, into another match. Let's throw all this away. And we pick up the 2 commanders. I really like 2 commanders. One is also very good as well. I'm actually going to take a slow... I'm going to try something different. I'm going to take a slow land build. And, yeah, ooh. That's something we can deal with. Oh, and the Prophet of Tides. Wow. That's a great draw. And we'll get the commander down. So we have the dream blue star, I would say. Commander and Prophet. Prophet can let us get into an aggressive position. And then we also have the commander start collecting Faeria. Now, as long as one of these live, I'll be pretty happy because I can get the pest down in a couple of turns. Double Soul Drain here is kind of brutal, but I can set up a commander, which is fine. Is that a Wind Soldier? I don't feel you move here unless you play a creature here or you decide to go for a removal. So yeah, it's going to be a Soul Drain. Wow, okay. That's fine by me. Play this, and I'll play a commander. Again at the back because I want to collect with it. I can't actually get to the orb without developing a lake here, and I don't want to play any more lakes. So I am going to use this as a harvester. And then we can get the pests down next turn. We did get the aggressive mountain as well, which is also very good. I wasn't expecting to get this without a fire elemental, if I'm honest. But yeah, we've been rewarded. So yeah, let's move this into a position to challenge this air elemental. And the reason is I don't want my opponent to gain resources. I don't mind collecting myself, but if I can stop my opponent from collecting as a rush deck, that's even better. And if I can get into this corner now, I pretty much have like perfect lands. I can attack from 2 sides. I'm surprised that actually this didn't step back. Because I would have considered stepping back there. I think we take a draw. I think I should have drawn first. Oh my god. Hate seeds for days. That's actually, if I draw one cheap creature, if I draw like, I don't know, another commander, maybe another axe grinder, I can just flood. I'd rather draw a commander or a darkstalker. because then I will free up the space for me to flood with the hate seeds. Swordfish, okay. Just keeping things in check. Covering the mountain, I like it. I'll take a final mountain here. I should play the hate seed. I'll play one hate seed. I wanted to play tail, but one hate seed can come down just to stop this manta from getting into the double collection position. Is this manta gonna get out of dodge and not collect this turn? That's pretty good for me. Like, less resources. Air elemental coming down. So there is a pest. Not quite what I wanted. However, if I do draw a Darkstalker, it's going to be cheap and I'm going to be able to get these guys down. But I'm going to draw first. Okay. Let's go for this. Excellent. So that works out just great for us. We can now... Do we pass, actually? I think we pass. I think we pass, because we can pass. We do miss the reduction. Ah, no, actually. I shouldn't have passed there, because I wanted to get the reduction. And it could have actually just killed one of these little guys. At least. +1. Yeah, the pass was bad. I should have taken the opportunity to get a 0-cost Darkstalker down to make these 1. Then I can go like Axe Grinder and then I have the ability to play other hate seeds pretty cheap. Now this is a problem. Maybe just +1 and then we play the Darkstalker, which we should have played last turn, really. And then next turn, hopefully we can get in a position where we can just flood. Just do a massive board flood to like double hate seed. Maybe a Prophet of Tide as well. Maybe a Firebringer if I can get the space. I could even just like make another mountain just so I can get more creatures down. So this manta's lining up to clear the Axe Grinder. I'm not sure what removal options are available here. Like, Nightmare can happen. Can move here, collect, +1 Nightmare. Or move here, Nightmare. Probably wants to clear this, so we'll come here and clear, then move +1 Nightmare. If Nightmare is an option. This is a mobility trick? Yep, can be a champion. Okay. So I'm now at a point where things are a little difficult for me because I don't really have much going on. I guess I could get Firebringer. Firebringer down this turn. Could be very important. Like Firebringer, maybe go like Prophet Firebringer, Hate Seed. Or I can go Fire Elemental. No. Because I'd only make 1 mountain. So it's probably just going to be Prophet, cancel the gift. Oh, can't cancel it, but I can do a little shimmy there. Into another mountain, Hate Seed, Firebringer hate seed. Now I'm just trying to put enough stuff down to make this Istanu a little less effective. It's strange actually. It very much depends on how our opponent sequences this turn. So if my opponent goes here, hits for 5, hits here, then transforms this, and then this can clear the 4-2, actually relieve a lot of pressure, and then could play some more creatures. Could have removal, so could just move here, Wind Soldier, finish this off with a Wind Soldier, kill the Hate Seed, this transforms, and then this could clear the 4-2, play another creature to make sure this Stanu does come back. So there are there's a few ways that this turn could be navigated, and it does very much depend on what my opponent has in hand. It does go for the draw, okay. Emperor's Command, okay. Stanu, Spirit Theft. Ugh. One Faeria make... Well, it very much depends on what... I've seen 2 Air Elementals. So 2 Air Elementals kind of covers it, right? Alright, so we can go here, we can +1 into Bomb Slinger. Kill the champion. We don't want to kill this, because then this will just produce a fresh 6/6. We may never kill this, if I'm honest. As a 6/6 is just, like 4, like Pest challenges a 6 life, but 4 is like the main number we work with. 4, 5, 4, 5s, and 6. Clears, becomes Stanu. Plays another creature, and then I still can't deal with this. It's pretty good. 6/4 Firebringer for 5 Faeria. I'm just kind of in a position where I need Faeria, and I just need to be able to flood the board. Big Firebringer is an option. Maybe I play the Axe Grinder first, try and get them to trade, and then I play Big Boy Firebringer. If I play Big Boy Firebringer now, they can just be cleared. But then again, if I play the Firebringer, my opponent might have to run both these in and not have enough Faeria to play another creature. But this can always come over, collect, and clear an Axe Grinder. I can't get a Pest off. This comes over here, the Hayseed does get to do something. Okay, we'll go for the Axe Grinder. Build this up just try and build this out of range. If I can play 2 more angry creatures, this will be out of range of these 2. So yeah, I'm gonna take the value. No, it doesn't take the value. Well, still value. It doesn't take the clear to let the Firebringer collect and block this mountain. Shadow Silk Fairy. That is a massive pain in the backside. If I can be completely honest. Because now I have to punch through this twice. Because there's no Emperor's Command, there's no Scyther's Wrath, I have to just hit this twice. Now this can move here, get corruption off, draw last nightmare, and just nightmare this. Could potentially draw 2 nightmares, and then it can kill my last Firebringer. I have no hate seeds left. These are my 2 last win conditions. Just eliminates it. Doesn't even get the wow, okay. And then this becomes this star now. So opponent gave up the corruption trigger in order to clear that problem. So I'm just gonna play. See, this doesn't set up lethal. This is really annoying. But I guess I could just play it as a threat and hope for the best. Goes for a draw. Put my opponent down to 1 might just be enough to help me seal this game. It'll give me the opportunity to just win with a creature. Right. Let's turn this into a star. Okay. So we can play a pest. +1. Put my opponent down to 1 life. And I'm in store for fatigue before my opponent, so I need to win this game. I'm actually quite surprised I've managed to get this far, considering how much value this Astanu's had. Takes a draw. Plays a Manta Rider. Clears. I finally killed Astanu, guys. It took me forever. But I am here. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I finally killed it. After all that. Now don't play a Shadow Silk Fairy. I don't want to have to chip away at that. Please don't do it. Yeah, but that's gonna be it. I actually found the win. Oh man, I was so disheartened by the early game, but eventually there was just too much gas. Maybe the Hate Seed play just gave me that edge in the double Firebringer, just providing too much power to deal with. There we have it, a win on the board. Feels good, guys. Let's get into another match. Alright guys, into another match. We're just going to throw all of these cards away. We do pick up the Fire Elemental, so we do have an opening at least. Say hello to the Duke. Do I double neutral mountain? I'm gonna mountain first. And then double neutral, then mountain. Mountain. So go about it that way. Huh. I guess so, yeah, I guess I'll just stick to that. I'll probably go Lake next turn, actually. And then go Mountain Fire Elemental into a well spot. Oh, it's a fairy. Good old Flower Silk Fairy. Oh, wow, okay. This is one too many mountains. But it does get me some pressure at least. So we're at 4 mountains. We didn't need 4 mountains, but the double elemental draw was pretty good. Take lake here. And then we need another lake. Hopefully we draw another red creature. So something like Axe Grinder would be really good here. I wouldn't even care if I drew another Fire Elemental, but I'd like to draw another creature I can play just to bring down the cost of my Hate Seed. So Runin's gonna block, but I'm still gonna kill the Fairy. Just another Hate Seed. Alright, so we clear this. Let me just clear the Fairy out. Good value there. Fire Elemental living on 1 life, killing a Fairy. I'm pretty happy with that. So Runin can dash here onto my Axe Grinder spot. Or Runin could kind of just relax in this area. I'm going to take an aggressive lake here, and then play the Commander. That's the plan. I was just going to... Oh, it's not going to dash. I figured it was going to dash. Shadow Silk Faeria instead. Okay, just get some Faeria going. Maybe draw some events, depending on what this decides to do. 2 Shadow Silk Fairies. So I will take a pre-hit now on this guy. Oh, we could go for tail. I like that. Can I get a Darkstalker down? Take the pre-hit. Yeah, we'll take the Darkstalker. It's just going to reduce the cost of our Hate Seeds. And then we can go +1 Fire Elemental Pest, which will bring these down to 2. And then next turn, I can go Commander. I could go like Commander into Hate Seed. Oh, is this a spider? I might just see a spider come down. No, it's an Elderwood Embrace, okay. Draws another legendary. So this actually messes things up a little bit for me. Because I can't go for this combo. I can do this. So I can stick those 2 guys down instead, which is actually just fine. The difference between Fire Elemental and Prophet at this point is nothing. That is a really cool deck. Not my deck. It's not my deck. If it's what I think it is. Alright, we'll just keep it cool. We don't want any chatting going on. See, Light, if you're watching this, dude, people like your decks. I like your decks. Players like your decks. Very original, very creative. I'm always a big fan of creative deck builders. So Runin's coming out here. I'm going to feed Runin. This is pretty strong because Runin now is an 8/8. Might clear the Prophet with the Willow and then... Oh, this is Duke's green event stack. I've just realized. Hopefully it's not a Bone Collector. I don't think I'd be a Bone Collector. It's a Lady of Sorrows. Alright. Oh, that's pretty good. We can just... Is it though? Is it pretty good with this guy roaming? Just to clear my... It can clear my Bomb Slinger so easily. I think I maybe just take the hit. Or maybe I just go for a big tempo line. I can go like Fire Elemental... Fire Elemental... I need to kill this. Maybe I don't. I don't have enough mountains to do what I want anyway. So I can go Fire Elemental, Hate Seed, Hate Seed, or I can go like Commander +1 Hate Seed, Hate Seed. That seems okay. Actually, I could go Commander +1 Fire Elemental. Stick a Fire Elemental over here. And then go Hate Seed into Hate Seed. We'll just swarm this side, and we'll clear this Lady of Sorrows now. And then we'll stick that there. So we're just bullying the right side here, just making it very difficult to defend. This does give an opportunity for more event draws. It's not really, I can't really stop it. That's the problem. That's one of the flaws, I think, of this deck as well. I can't really stop Shadow Silk in its current build. It might need to actually pack some event removal, even if it's just Emperor's Command. Takes a draw. Ooh, that's a big Grove Guardian. That's a big boy. Okay. 12 as well. I've got the Bomb Slinger. Okay, so I can get something done. I have the Bomb Slinger, so I will just, yeah, we'll just have to clear this out. +1, let's get the Bomb Slinger down. Stick it here. Bomb Slinger is really sad in some ways because of these. Yeah, we'll take a hit. +1 into Runin. Into Feed. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good at all. 9 Faeria. Can even go back and collect another Faeria. Go up to 10 Faeria. The Firebringers are going to play a huge role in our win. Oh, that's pretty good as well. Embrace. It's the 1 life. 1 life. I can't do anything about 1 life. Oh, it's so frustrating sometimes. What do I do about it? It just gets more value. That was a really good draw. I'll take that. Do I clear or do I smoke? I think I clear this. Yeah, I think I clear that because then these two need to run into this unless there's an event. There's probably an event. No, I'm just gonna get a dodge here. Into a Runin block. Bomb Slinger's not even good in this situation. This is really annoying. I can't really play HC while this is here. Ah, no, I should have played Pest. I should have played Pest. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna try and kill Runin. That's the plan. Is this a big presence creature? No, it's just a foreign golem. Okay. I say just a foreign golem. Like it isn't a big deal. It's quite a big deal right now. And a flower silk. Okay. Bomb slinger. We are gonna bomb slinger this. Just so we don't have to deal with it when it turns. I'm actually taking a lot of damage next turn. I'm gonna take 11. This is a 2-turn clock. Let's decide to shimmy back and just collect. Hit me. Maybe play like a Verdran Force. Emperor's Command. Into the Runin. And yep, that's gonna be game. See, Crystal Flower would be a very good fit into this. I feel that the this archetype suffers from not having a big enough deck. Like, you want more cards in your deck, I think, personally. But yeah, unfortunately, did lose there. But a pretty cool deck from the Duke of Prunes using a event green deck. I have seen this before. We have talked about it on my stream, but well played there, Duke. Let's get into another match. Alright guys, into another game here. I am going to keep the commander. I do like an early commander, if I can get one down. Do have a very red deck, hand here. Going up against a fellow blue player. Okay. Gonna go explore lake and then like mountain. Triton Trainer. Okay. Get the commander down here. Commander's gonna come at the right side or come at the left side to stop this from collecting. See what else my opponent gets up to first before I proceed with the decision of what this guy is gonna get up to. He has a lot of choices. Sunken Tower. No, he's just dead. That's actually not. It's not that bad. Depends if there's a follow-up play. So a Triton Warrior would make life a little sad. That's a 5/5. But I can just slam an Axe Grinder down. It's not great, unfortunately. Doesn't go face to Mystic Beast. Okay, so this is like old school jump. I'm just gonna play, yeah, we'll just play another Axe Grinder at this point. See, I play Pest. If I play Pest, it just dies, and I can't justify it. This is just gonna, these are gonna clear. Unless Aurora comes down, and then it's probably looking pretty grim for me going from there. Mystic Beast gets the first hit, but maybe I can bump this up high enough to cause problems. Nope, it's another Mystic Beast. Okay. So I am going to have to defend, fortunately. Take this guy down. Take this guy down. Colossus? Ludoan? It's pretty cheeky. That's pretty cheeky, I must admit. Cheeky Ludoan. Another Firebringer is a 7/5. Alright, we actually had some real pressure now. Go for this Firebringer. We have a lot of damage going to the orb. Mystic Beast and Ludoan not going to quite apply the amount of pressure they need. I feel like Bada needs maybe like a Colossus or something, just something meaty to come down to threaten lethal. +1, maybe Beirut? Crystal Flower. Into Battletoads. Now I like a Battletoad here actually. It sets up lethal. It's a Bomb Slinger. Doesn't look likely I can win from this position simply because I don't have the pressure I need. I need to be able to play a Pest and I need to be able to do 14 damage next turn. And without any power-ups, without any damage from hand, I can't really do that. I can't even play it. I can't even play a Hate Seeder as a defender. Guess I could have moved back, cleared, and then played, but it's just... it's kind of miserable. I mean, I don't know. Like, Bomb Slinger doesn't kill Mystic Beast. Like, 5 life is too hard for me to deal with. Ludoan gets another card to play with. Yeah, I can't kill the Mystic Beast. Unfortunately, I should have perhaps considered Collection Pest. Yeah, there we go. We're just gonna throw in the towel there. And this deck definitely has its flaws. Like, I think it's fun. Like, I really love the concept of it, and I have played stuff like this in the past. And the fact that it did pretty well in tournament has really impressed me. It definitely is probably a matchup sniping deck. I'm not sure. Like if you're watching this, dude, like leave a comment. What type of matchups are you trying to hit with this deck? But it does. I can't deal 1 damage. Like the fact that I can't deal 1 damage, which is a big problem Mono Green has had in like older Faeria, is huge. So if I was going to go back, I would definitely change this deck and add Emperor's Command, potentially, just so I can deal that 1 damage to kill those creatures out of range. I really like Outland Ranger as well, like Campfire again, just pushing that extra 1 damage to be able to finish creatures off. But that is this game wrapped up. Let's get into another match. Alright guys, we have a run back against Reno to finish this series off. Ooh, spoilt for choice. We go for the Prophet. Definitely go for the Prophet. It puts our land in a position where we can capitalize on the Fire Elemental play. Yep, so Lake. And we'll pass. We can go Explore, Lake, Prophet, or we can alternatively just go Lake, Prophet, and then go like Mountain, Explore, Mountain. So yeah, I feel like we keep the Explore for now. We could even hold on to the Explore for future Darkstorm. That's another thing we could also do. Because we can get here right now. That's not a problem. But say our opponent decides to use a desert to block our land progression, we can go Explore, Mountain, Fire Elemental, Mountain. So we can use Explore to navigate around defensive lands. Now, I can't expect this to live. Not against yellow. It's probably just going to eat a Soul Drain or something. Yep. Oh, Spirit Theft. This is pretty cool, actually. Using the double Spirit Theft to move an aggressive desert down and now start applying pressure to me. Very cheeky. So we have 2 Bomb Slingers in hand, which hopefully won't get Spirit Theft in the future. We're going to be utilizing these Bomb Slingers very soon, defensively I would imagine, since we're going to be behind it in the race. Especially if this moves, like here, And this gets mobilityed. Alright, so the move's here, and this just gets mobilityed into this position. Manta Rider? No? Okay, we have some time to defend. The Bomb Slinger. And we can get the Axe Grinder down as well. For nice and cheap, which also reduces the cost of the Hate Seed. So we have another Bomb Slinger for next turn, if needed. Which is pretty good. This is going to mobility back. Maybe with a champion. We might see a champion come down, push this to clear the Axe Grinder. Maybe like a Wind Soldier to finish this off. Yep. Yep, Wind Soldier, as expected. Listen, I really need something with 5 attack. I do not want to play a Hate Seed into that position. Into another champion. And that's just 10 damage next turn. Not good. Yeah, now very defensive. And then hopefully these two guys can take care of champions. It's going to be very difficult. Put me down to 6. It's not good. Soul Drain. Yep. So we can Bomb Slinger one of them. But I don't have the follow-up damage to clear this one. And it's out of position. So well played, Toreno. And that's going to wrap up this episode. Unfortunately, this ladder doesn't quite cut it for ladder play, but in tournament play, it could definitely be an option if you're looking to target specific matchups. That concludes this episode featuring LightSapfier's Blue-Red Angry Rush, which performed very well in the recent Khalim's Open. Unfortunately, doesn't quite cut on ladder for me. I feel like if I were to play this deck again and make some changes, I would definitely want to fit Outland Ranger in here somewhere. Another way to trigger off the Darkstalker. I'd also like to feature in the Empress command, sorry. I think it'd be a very good way to deal with those 1 life problems, as well as a campfire as well. Being able to just push that creature up 1 more attack just to deal with those problems. That was the main issue I had. So I could go back, maybe have another look at this build in the future. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, drop a subscribe to keep up to date of when our content goes live. You can check out my 2-part special of Become a God, featuring 2 decks from Modnik. Modnik always brewing the spiciest of decks. So 2 very interesting builds. I definitely recommend taking a look at them, and you might enjoy them if you fancy giving them a go. So until next time, guys, take care and enjoy a Blue-Red Angry Rush.